I'm Kayle. I've been going to City Point for almost 2 years now. I grew up in the church. My dad is actually a retired pastor, but he is also a really controlling and angry man. And so it was more just going to church on Sundays, and then we would go home, and the people we were at church was very different than how we were at home, especially Dad. And so it was a very tense household and very strict and just really difficult, always walking on eggshells. And so as soon as I turned 18, I rebelled really hard. I went out and did all of the crazy things the world has to offer. I fell into a really deep drug addiction. For a long time, I was resorting to some crazy behaviors. I was stealing from my family. I was selling drugs. I was involved with guns and people that I'd be scared to walk by on the street now. And I ended up going to a treatment center that was a faith-based treatment center. And it was the changing point in my life. While I was there, God met me in my brokenness and just my complete hopelessness. And he was able to, completely be a gentleman, but just lavished his love on me and just comforted me and brought me out of this darkness. And I was able to build a relationship with Christ that I didn't even know was part of what we're supposed to be doing this entire time. So I was completely missing the point of it all. There's no comparison to the faith that I get to walk out now versus what I grew up learning about. I grew up very afraid, a lot of rules and a lot of habits, and there wasn't any mercy or grace or love in that, which is key, which is the whole point of it all. And so now what I have is a relationship with a loving and caring God who is just and shows mercy and grace constantly, because we are always failing. I am always failing, and he's a God who wants to guide me through that. And so I was able to build a relationship with a loving and caring God who knew me and had good plans for me. And my life has never been the same since.